CD Projekt Red announces a remake of The Witcher in Unreal Engine 5. This comes from IGN. This is one of the 5 new games the company announced earlier this month, and we previously went by the codename Canis Majoris. I believe that's what it is. This would be a true remake, with the company saying it will be rebuilt from the ground up in Unreal Engine 5, and it's in early stages of development. As part of the announcement, the company cautioned, "We want to do this right, so please be patient. It's going to be a while until we can share." What else do they have to say about this?
The Witcher is where it all started for us for CD Projekt Red. It was the first game we made ever, and it was a big moment for us then. Going back to this place, remaking the game for the next generation of gamers to experience, it feels just as big, if not bigger, said Adam Badowski, head of CD Projekt Red, in an announcement post. Collaborating with Fool's Theory on the project is just as exciting. As some of the people there have been previously involved in the Witcher games, they know the source material well. They know how much gamers have been looking forward to seeing the remake happen, and they know how to make incredible and ambitious games. And although it will take some time before we're ready to share more about and from the game, I know it'll be worth the wait.
Very exciting. James, have you ever played The Witcher? The first one?
I never played the original one. I jumped in at Witcher 3,
Okay.
and that's it. I didn't even play The Witcher 2.
I played a little bit of Witcher 2 on Steam on my MacBook Pro way back, and
I remember that. You were telling me about that.
but that's it. I still haven't played Witcher 3 either, which is, big gamer sin here. But we also got some news on that. Someone tweeted in response to the Witcher remake saying, "Speaking of which, any word on Witcher 3 for next gen?" And the Witcher official response said, "Soon," winky face. We knew they've doubled down that it's coming out by the end of the year as well, so I think it's happening. In the next couple months, we will get that Witcher 3 PS5, Xbox Series X upgrade, which is exciting. Okay, does this Unreal Engine 5 remake of The Witcher excite you in any way?
Yes. Maybe less so because we're getting a remake of The Witcher, and I'm not super interested in the franchise as a whole,
Okay.
as much as I would otherwise like to say. But what does really interest me is they're using Unreal Engine 5, and CD Projekt Red has been using their proprietary engines for a really, really long time.
Yeah.
And so we also know that they're using Unreal Engine 5 for some of their Cyberpunk content, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe that their new DLC for Cyberpunk is going to be back in their proprietary engine, because I think Cyberpunk 2077 is it's stuck. It's stuck in that engine, and it'll stay in the engine. But for the next Cyberpunk game, they basically said that the whole studio is moving Unreal Engine 5 after this batch of after what they're working on now. Is the next things that are not released will be in Unreal Engine 5.
Which makes me really excited, because I feel like their proprietary engine really bogged down a lot of their games in the past.
Sure.
I mean, of course, The Witcher 3 looks great. Cyberpunk looks pretty good. But I think it could just release a lot of restrictions and things that held them down in the past.
Do you remember we got an image from CD Projekt really early on when they said that they were working with Unreal Engine 5, and it was this kind of bulletin post stuck in the ground, from an in-game screenshot, and it had the Witcher logo posted on it or something like that, or something.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, they did this back when they made some announcement with Epic that they were doing the Unreal Engine 5 thing. But that screenshot is apparently not in a new Witcher franchise or a new Witcher trilogy or whatever. That screenshot would be from this Witcher remake, which is interesting too, but who knows? I don't know.
But was it a good looking screenshot?
Oh yeah, it looks incredible. It looks absolutely incredible. I think this could be cool.
Unreal Engine 5.
Now, James, here's another question. Just throwing it back to last week's clip a little bit too. Will The Witcher 5 run in 30 frames per second on console? Sorry, not Witcher 5. The Witcher remake run on 30 FPS on console.
I think it'll run 4K 60.
You think so?
It's Unreal Engine 5.
Sure. Digital Foundry this week said that we should expect 30 frames per second for games that are trying to achieve the fidelity that we expect. Isn't that crazy?
I just don't believe that. I mean, Digital Foundry knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm no, because we've seen a lot of 4K. God of War runs 4K 60.
And they're doing checkerboard or 1440 in 120 on PS5. There's an option for that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy. And it's a gorgeous game. And it has no loading screens.
Right. Built specifically for a console, though. Do you think the things that will be on multiple consoles and PC? I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it'll have to do like, have we seen a lot of titles come out using Unreal Engine 5, or is it so new that we haven't seen any titles
I don't think
come
we've
out
seen.
using Unreal Engine 5?
I don't think we've seen that
I
many.
think it'll have to do with the engine and what the engine can do.
Sure.
Because if it might just be that like, oh, if you see a game made with Unreal Engine 5, you bet your ass it's going to be 4K 30
Sure.
or 1080 60. So we'll have to see how that engine impacts
Yeah.
the fidelity of games.
If you understand engine and more technology on that kind of stuff, please let us know if we're wrong in the comments. That would actually be helpful and insightful. Guys, thank you so much for watching this clip. If you want more about the Witcher remake and everything else in the Witcher universe, you can subscribe right here at youtube.com/strictlycasual, or go on over to audio platforms. Type in Strictly Casual Checkpoint. It's a little blue box that says Checkpoint in yellow, and subscribe to that. That helps us out a bunch as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next time. See ya.